There's no perfect relationship. We all have times when we don't agree with the ones we love, and sometimes we disappoint each other. This is a normal part of even healthy relationships. However, some relationships do more harm than good. Here are 5 early signs of toxic love. Belittling and criticism. Does the thought of spending time with your partner give you butterflies or a knot in your stomach? Do they seem to always have criticism about your appearance, your personality, or your life goals? Constant criticism is toxic because it chips away at your self-esteem. Kurt Smith, a therapist specializing in counseling men, explains that over time it can make us question our value and worth, especially when it's coming from someone who's supposed to love us. We can begin to believe that since they care about us, then what they're saying about us must be true. It's important to express concerns to each other, but it's possible to do that without making your loved one feel small or inferior. Blame shifting. Does your partner tend to blame others for their mistakes? People who display toxic traits have a hard time reflecting on their behavior and often don't feel the need to apologize. Marriage and family therapist Lindsay Ferris says blame shifting is typically done when one person has a complaint or frustration and the receiving partner finds a way to shift the blame back, taking the focus and accountability off of themselves. This sometimes looks like minimizing or invalidating your feelings. For example, they may say that the problem isn't what they did, the problem is that you got so upset about it. It's easy to shift blame in the heat of a disagreement. However, if this escalates into them continually blaming you for things that aren't your fault, that's a sign that this relationship might be toxic. Thriving on your failure. Does your partner have a habit of rubbing salt in your wounds? If you tell them something bad has happened, do they listen and try to empathize? Or do they enjoy seeing you struggle? If someone seems to thrive on your failure, that may be a sign that they're in a toxic mindset. According to Dr. Kelly Campbell, Associate Professor of Psychology and Human Development, in a healthy relationship, partners celebrate each other's successes and mold each other into their ideal selves, which is a concept known as the Michelangelo phenomenon. If you notice that your partner is jealous, competitive, and generally unhappy when you're doing well, then that's a huge red flag. Trying to fix you. Do you find yourself walking on eggshells when you're around your partner? Being around someone you love in a healthy relationship makes you feel confident and safe. If you feel like you can't be yourself around them, that's a sign that something is off. Rachel Pace, a writer for Marriage.com, explains that the person who is right for you will like you for who you are, instead of trying to mold you into who they think you should be. Self-improvement is great. We should all try to be the best version of ourselves. However, you're not a project that your partner has been assigned to. You're a person, and you deserve to be respected and accepted. Deception. Do you ever feel like your loved one is exaggerating their stories? Dishonesty is a common factor in toxic relationships. Licensed marriage and family therapist Darlene Lancer explains that dishonesty isn't just about lying. Deception includes making ambiguous or vague statements, telling half-truths, manipulating information through emphasis, exaggeration, or minimization, and withholding feelings or information. Bringing our true selves to a relationship creates a feeling of stability and safety. Both partners need to be willing to let down their walls and be honest if they want to create a healthy environment for love to grow. So, did you relate to any of these signs? If so, what do you plan to do next? Comment below. Your next step is up to you. Some people choose to cut toxic people out of their life completely. Others choose to limit contact or decide that they need to set firmer boundaries. No one's perfect, and we shouldn't expect perfect relationships. But we all have to work towards having healthy ones. And that starts with learning to have a healthy relationship with ourselves. If you think this video can be helpful for others, please share and comment below if you can relate. Until next time, take care and remember, you matter.